What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Subnautica. So, I have some good news and some bad news, and per my own personal preference, I always go with the bad news first, get it out of the way. So, bad news is, we don't have our Cyclops, or the Seaview Mark II, or the Seamoth, or the repulsor rifle, or, you know, just pretty much our entire base because I had to start over. Yeah, but there is an upside. The reason I had to start over is the habitat update. What? And freak out. Okay, so lot of updatery to cover in this episode. Give you a quick little swim by. So, first thing you'll notice, and to just preface this, I did start over because it did give me another one of those little warning things that's like, hey, by the way, you should probably start over because we've changed a lot of stuff, and yada 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 yada. So I don't have my rad suit anymore. I do have fins. I did get a high-capacity tank, a stasis rifle, a knife, and a builder so far, as well as this handy-dandy new little base. So let's go ahead and check it out, and then I'll start explaining some stuffs. First of all, what? What? What is that? That, ladies and gentlemen, is a label. Or a sign, actually, I think. And it's got all these nifty little doodads. You can increase and decrease the size. You can take the border off. You can change the color. Ooh, I actually didn't know you could. I thought it was just black and white. That's actually really cool. So you could do stuff like this. I'm actually going to leave this one white, I think, just because it's like main entrance. Now, the one part I don't quite get is the arrows, mostly because I don't know if you can see my cursor or not, but we've still got that lovely bug that means you have to like hold way off to the side, which is really, really aggravating. Let's see if I can get it. So there's like an arrow. Okay, so it does. If you can click one of those, if you can click one of those arrows, it leaves like a direction, so you could have it pointing this way or that way or up or down, which is really cool. I unfortunately just have a very hard time getting it to work because I get this lovely glitch where if I highlight this, it's actually the thing off to the left. Now, a couple people have mentioned fixes for that. However, the only one that I found that actually worked was to run the game in window mode, which I'm not 100% certain it records the same way in terms of graphical dimensions and all that stuff for editing purposes and all that. So I didn't want to run the risk, so I haven't been doing it. But if you know of another fix, like something in the configuration files or something that gets screwed up, do let me know, because it is killing me. I hate it so much, and for some reason they have yet to address it. That's been kind of annoying to me that it's still there. So, this is the inside of one of the new rooms. Now, first of all, let's just go ahead and look at our journal. And I have found some of these in fragments. Let's point that out. Not these, but I have found some fragments like stasis rifle, Seamoth, workbench. We already had the fragment analyzer. I think that's the only fragments I found. So the rest of this all comes vanilla right out the box at the moment. So, and I'm gonna point at these, so if like that, if Cyclops comes up, kind of try and ignore that a little bit, because I'm trying to show you the actual object. So we have the foundation, corridors are all work the same, the L, the T, the X, hatch. This is new, a bulkhead. Structural support. Oh, I didn't know it was structural support, actually, and can stop water flow. So, if you spring a leak, you can actually shut the bulkhead door, and it will seal off that compartment, which is really, 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 really cool. We have our own ladders now, which is interesting, given that there's a vertical connection tube thing now, so I'm not really sure how the two of them work separately. Reinforcements, they hurt me. They hurt me so bad. They added lithium to the recipe of hull reinforcements. I'm in pain. I don't know exactly why they did that, if it's supposed to make it more difficult, or if it's because they're adding more hull strength so you won't need them as often. I don't know. Windows, as normal. What? Eyeglass corridors? You can make glass bases! So, 3 guesses what we're going to be making a lot of. L glass corridors, room, which is what we're standing in, observatory, which is like a room, I guess, I don't really know, but made out of enameled glass, and it's all, look at the ocean life around you. Vertical connector, vertical base connector. I haven't quite figured out how this doohickey works yet because I've only built this one room. Solar panels work the same, they just now have 2 quartz added to the recipe. I believe they were 2 titanium before, I'm not sure. Power transmitters are interesting. They look kind of like a fence post or a crystal in the ground, and they have this little laser that connects them. I don't have the resources to build one, but I saw it in the update video on the newsletter, and it allows you to basically piggyback power sources. So say you want to go really, really deep into the ocean, but you want to build a solar panel up on top of an island or something, you can run these power transmitters down to your base. Really, really cool idea. Fabricators, lockers work the same. There's a small locker now, which instead of glass only requires 1 quartz. Now I don't know storage-wise how much it holds. We'll find out. A bench. Now this at first was like, why? I don't understand. But when you read the description, it is a place to sit and can stop your hunger and thirst from going down. Now you can't do anything, like I can't look through my inventory or journal right now, so like that's why I'm not sitting down. But you can see I'm at 64% and 62. If I were to go over here and sit down, you get this cool animation, and you can look around. You can look at the fish tank. I actually probably should put it right in front of the fish tank, actually. That would be cool. It'd be like a screensaver. Let's do that. Let's actually do that. So we can still deconstruct it the same way. From what I can tell, I don't know if it has to do with how you approach it, or if it has to do with how you build it. So to be safe, I'm going to build it facing this way because that seems to be the factor. And then when I sit... Yeah, look at that! We got our own little aquarium going on. That's another block that I'm going to go over in a second. Now, just to test, I'm kind of curious about this now. Okay, so it's how you approach it. It's not how you build it. Cool. So that keeps your hunger and hydration from going down. Biggest use I've found for this is if you don't want to go out at night and there's no way to pass the time, there's no bed like Minecraft, you can just sit down, wait for the night to pass, and then your hunger and hydration is the same. Okay, so that's the bench aquarium, a living home. 1 titanium, 2 glass. Oh, and I do have the sea moth fragment already analyzed, so we can build the sea moth, I just have to get the materials. So, the aquarium is pretty cool when it works. There we go. So you have a 2x4 inventory space where you can put fish. Now, what I don't know is if this just serves as a cool way to store fish, or if this actually, I'm kind of assuming, preserves. Because we've seen now in the recent update that fish deteriorate. They get to where they're rotting and all that kind of stuff. This, I believe, I'm not positive, will actually prevent that. I think. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one out because I need some food. But yeah, and this is still probably going to be going up in the same season, even though I did another world wipe and everything, just because, I don't know, we haven't been in this season for very long, I don't think, so it just didn't feel right to update it. I'm working on the lead to make the radiation suit. I got super lucky and found a stalker that was freaking out up against a wall, and it was kicking out all of his teeth, so I just grabbed 5 because I knew I would need 5 for the sea view later. Now, what I don't remember is enameled glass. Oh, enameled glass is the stalker tooth. Okay. That's actually good. So that way we can make an observatory soon. Because, how much does the observatory need? 3. So I have 5, because I was reserving that for the other thingy. What other thingy? The sea view. It needs 5 enameled glass, so I was saving it for later. So I want to work on building a little bit this episode because we've got so many new blocks to work with, rather than If I end up finding any resources right in front of my face that I could use or something like that, I will probably grab them. And I do have a goal in mind. I want to eventually build down into here because we've never done that before. And this is just some cool scenery. You've got this kind of like green hue to everything and long, tall plants and everything. So I kind of want to build in there. But in the interest of resources at the moment, this was the closest way to keep my base powered. So I ended up going that route. Because, actually what I would like to do, see this is what I was talking about, what I'd like to do is have a vertical connector all the way up, sticking out of the, whatchamacallit, the water. But see, this is what I don't get. It's not showing up anywhere, like I can connect to anything, so I've got to experiment a wee bit. And it's also having issues directly connecting into the room. I don't know if I put it down here. Okay, there it makes a connection. I don't think I can do an angle, but I can probably do an L, maybe, off of this? Possibly? I don't know. Maybe you have to keep it in a T shape. That's possible. Yeah. Alright. So it's looking like we'll have to keep this in a T shape. Where do I want this? Actually, wait, no, that's my aquarium. I don't want to put one there. Let's see. Let's take a peek here at our layout. So, we've got... I could put a hatch there, maybe. Actually, let me see. I know I don't have the materials to build it, but just let me see where their collision is. Oh, now that's interesting. Huh. You can put a hatch on it. Okay, hold on a minute. That gives me ideas. Can I put a corridor anywhere on this? No, it doesn't look like it. Huh. Intriguing. How about an L? No. Okay. So for some reason, you can make a hatch go at an angle, but you can't make the other ones go at an angle. Interesting. Interesting. What I may do is I might move the fabricator here. Can I put it... Oh, I can put it above here. Sweet. We'll make this the work area. I'll go ahead and deconstruct this as well. We'll put this guy right here. And I know eventually, now granted, we're operating on the assumption that I won't have to wipe the game again when that update happens, but eventually I know they're talking about putting like a transfuser and a DNA type thing, so we could put that right there. That would work. Now, will it let me do this? I think it will right there. Sweet, so you can build from inside. Oh, I see. Hull strength now 7.8. Interesting. I don't know where the 0.8 is coming from. And you'll notice when you attach a module, like if I do a hatch, it sticks out slightly, and much like this, when I did the, ooh, geez, that's a little close. When I did the corridor here, it adds just a tiny section and then does a normal corridor. So that's interesting. Alright, there we go. Okay, so there's the vertical tubes. Vertical connector. It lets me see through it, but without a hatch, it doesn't actually let me do anything. Now, what I want to see is, can I do anything with it? That's what I want to see. If I put a ladder here. Okay. Alright, so I'm getting a system here. I don't think a person can fit through this. Like, it's not letting me attach a hatch to it. Oh, no, not foundation. Corridor. If I put another corridor here... 6.3. Okay, so the vertical connector did something different. Alright. So I'm not getting in that way. What I want to see is how this works. I wonder if I can get rid of this with that there. I'm trying to figure out how the new ladder system works because, well, quite frankly, it doesn't seem to be working the same way. As in, I can't seem to get it to work at all. It's not attaching to anything. Can I do a vertical... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's... No. That's not doing the same thing. See, this one, it snaps and all of a sudden it disappears, and I think that means I can place the thingy up there. Yeah, it does. Okay. So what I don't know is how to get the ladder to work. I wonder if maybe I think I tried this already, but I'm trying to be thorough. Oh, there we go. And can I rotate this at all? So it has to be placed in the right direction, I guess. Ah, okay. Climb with left click. Okay, that's cool. Climb down. We can get around. Alright, sweet. Now, the only reason I think it let us do that is because, if my theory is accurate, it's because there's a corridor up top here. That's what I think. If I were to remove this, then I don't think it would allow us to do that. I might have to quickly get some water from one of these airfish around here somewhere. They usually are floating around here. I've been grabbing a lot of them, but they should still be kind of around here somewhere. Ah! There we go. Oops. Whatever. I do miss my repulsor cannon. Seriously? Can I not grab you? Thank you. That was ultra precise. Okay. That should hold me over for now. Oh, wait, no, there's a couple more. Go ahead and grab them. So yeah, overall, really excited, but my plan here at the moment is to move my solar panel up to the surface and take those vertical connectors and make them go all the way up to the top. That's kind of the plan. Ooh, air. There we go. Oh, and there's also one other really interesting feature that I wasn't expecting them to add, but it made it really cool. And because I don't have any other way to get to the surface right now, I gotta go this route. But when we're in the escape pod... Can I break this ladder down? No. You can't break anything down in the escape pod anymore. I'm sad. So if you jump off of something you're completely out of the water... Oh, it didn't do it! The first time I did that, it made this different splash sound. It was like... And it sounded really cool. I thought that was neat that they added that. And they went and took it out. Well, no, they didn't take it out. It probably just lagged a second there and didn't play the sound, but... Still, disappointing. Alright. And I might need to grab one of the spadefish out of my aquarium. I'm thinking I'm going to have at least a couple aquariums, and it's going to be like, some for... Oop. Out of power. And I get this weird glitch sometimes where you have to open your inventory and then click on the aquarium. I don't really know what that's about, but... Cooked fish. Oh, come on! So, let's go ahead and use this. Do I have... Oh, I have a quartz. Okay, so we can do it. Sweet. you only need 1 quartz. So we're going to try out this small locker. Let's see what it does. Now, one cool thing, it has a label, so you could say water and fish or something of that nature, which is really cool. I like that feature. This one doesn't have it, I don't think. You might be able to attach a sign to it manually. No, you could put it above it, but no. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 30. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's definitely more. Never mind. That's not bad for only having to use 1 quartz, though. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to store that. Oh well. No use crying over drunk water, I guess. Alright, that'll tide us over for now. I am curious if this doesn't preserve, or what would happen if you put, like, a rotting fish in there, if it would just, like, die or something. That would be kind of funny. But anyways, yeah, my plan here is... Oh, that's what I was going to try. Sorry. A little scatterbrain. Thank you. A little scatterbrained, I know. So, can I put this here? No. Okay, so it has to have some kind of connection for it to work. Otherwise, it's just a empty connector. Interesting. And you can attach to it. 6.8, so it does 0.5. Can I go... Okay. And will a corridor be out of the water? No, I want it to actually be out of the water. Do I have more titanium? I do. Alright. I don't know if this part's necessary or not, but I think it'd be kind of cool. Here's an interesting thing. It seems like it snaps a little bit. So I think maybe it'll let you place the ladder. Now, here's the other question. Does it go all the way down? Ooh, it does. Well, hell now! Oh, and you can see the water. That's interesting. I don't have any glass. Okay. But what I'd like to see... Now, this is kind of a... Oh! What? Oh, that's too cool. Obviously, you can't stop at the moment. I wonder if they're going to be implementing at some point a means of actually climbing the ladder so you could stop and, like, look out. Because that would be cool. At the moment, it's getting a 92% charge, which isn't a bad thing. And I honestly don't know if I can actually get up here or not. Whoops. I know, I'm sorry. Emergency power only. You can do that? Can I? Can't get up there. Nope. You can do it. I believe in you. What happens if I break this? Attachment components must be deconstructed first. Oh, interesting. Well, this would probably work if I could actually get high enough to attach it, but it's not letting me get up to the ceiling. I wonder if I can do it from inside. I wonder what emergency power means. I guess it's just that you don't suffocate and die. It's probably a good explanation. So I don't know if this is snapping up to the top or not. No. So that's one easy way to tell. If you reach up here and then click and then bring it down and you've still got the red outline, it's not actually letting you place the object that you're trying to place. If I had more titanium, I could probably place a platform up there, which would be pretty freaking awesome. Oh, and while this is gone, I actually wanted to check and see if you could put a hatch on the top. Because that seems like a necessity. No? Really? You can't put a hatch on top? What about a window? Really? Huh. So you can't, like, attach anything to the top of this thing. That's interesting. Intriguing. Can I put an observatory on top? No. Interesting. So nothing's supposed to be built on top of the room, then, other than maybe a solar panel. Okay. Restore power. Alright. I mean, 92 is not bad. It's been charging really well, so I'm not really worried about it. It was just, I wanted to see if I could build like an upper building, basically. And it looks like you could, with this in mind. Let's see. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, wait. It's not letting me put it under that area, so I would have to do like that. Wait, can I walk on this? No, not really. Well, yeah, I guess I am kind of walking on it, but it's not like above ground like I wanted it. I wanted it like up here. Oh, what about that? Is that's still under the water? But still, that's pretty cool. We could actually have a above ground or above water base. I think. I don't know if we can go above that. I think we have to actually be above it. I'm not sure. So yeah, I hope I kind of covered everything. There's a lot to go over. Oh, there is two big things that I do not have yet. One, the moon pool, which looks similar to this type of room. It's a big room. It's actually bigger than this, a lot bigger than this. But it allows you to dock and charge your Seamoth. It did not say Cyclops. So I don't know if they're planning on adding one for the Cyclops or not, but the Seamoth can be docked and charged at your base. What? So, unfortunately, you have to find that as a fragment, and that requires you to go to the new biome, which is, what is it? It's the Grand something biome, and I forget what it's called. That's my bad. Yeah, I forgot what it's called. But it's a new biome. It's at a low depth, like 250 meters or something. And based on the screenshots and articles, it also has listed, like what I mentioned in the last episode when we went to like the deep cave where there's like the glowing mushrooms, as not really having a purpose. There's apparently new metal types or something that you can get from going down there, or something like that. Some new resource that you'll need for some of the later stuff to build. So lots of new cool stuff to explore. I'll probably be playing this a bit more off-camera than I have in a while, so there'll probably be a bit more progress during each episode, something like that. So, in the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!